You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to the Hello Sport Podcast, home of unqualified opinion and unwavering bias, with a couple of dusty little crumpets.
Yep, not too dusty.
To be honest,
Nothing too crazy.
Got to bed earlier than I thought.
Yeah, I slept well. I was home by 7.
I slept on the couch.
Did you?
Yep.
Why?
Stinky.
Stinky boy.
Yeah.
Got kicked out?
No, and also newborn who sometimes sleeps in the bed. Like, you just don't want a big
Yep.
intoxicated oaf rolling around the joint.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
No, I get it. No, I was home pretty early.
I was home not long after you, but that doesn't really make a difference in terms of, like...
It makes a hell of a lot of difference.
No, it makes a difference, but there was still...
If you get home at 3 in the morning...
K's put through the tyres.
If you get home at 3 in the morning, you're fucked.
No. I don't want to do that anymore, that sort of life. I'm not about that life anymore.
I'm not about that life either.
I'm not about that life.
We've made significant strides in the right direction.
Yeah.
Into, the
Maturity.
realm of maturity and of health, Tom.
Yep.
Now, would my wife agree with that sentiment? No, she probably wouldn't. But that's just a different story entirely, because I don't think that I'll ever get full buy-in from her.
No, they'll never want to give us our flowers.
Exactly. I just don't know if that's the way our society's set up.
To what?
For our partners to give us flowers.
No, probably not.
Yeah. There's always something we could be doing better.
Yeah. Seriously.
But on this occasion, what is undeniable is that we had a great fucking time at the UFC.
We had a great time at the UFC.
I tell you what goes a long way. Goes a long way. Is doing it properly.
Doing it right.
Doing it right. Doing it the right way.
Doing it the right way. And that's with UFC VIP's package.
Well, it's with a limo there. Okay.
Yep.
It's with...
For two.
For two. Oh, God. You might be sitting there going, did you fuckers get a limo just for the two of you? Yeah, we did. That wasn't the plan, though.
No.
I thought that we were going to get joined on the way out there. As it happened, it was just Tom and I.
Yeah, for like a 20-minute drive. It wasn't even that long.
I know. But listen, it came in handy later on. We'll get to that.
It did.
So we fucking nip out there. You find your tickets at the box office. Then you get down to your seat. You realise that you're in the third row, ringside, behind the great Steve Waugh.
Yeah, Tugger. Kokonakis down there.
Yeah. James
Eddie.
to tell you, Slips Tedesco was
Slips
there.
who, like, I don't want to speak out of turn here, possibly our new best friend.
I'm
And his brother.
And his brother.
He was a good man.
Both great lads. Big fan of Teddy and his work, obviously. I mean, that's on the public record. Yeah, he might have slipped over here and there.
He slipped over here and there, and, like...
He's won a Shields, and that's the truth of the matter. We're best friends with Teddy now. We'd become closer in recent interactions. I think we really solidified things on Sunday.
That was a solidification of something. That was more than, just a, hey, how you going, I've seen you event. That was a solidification there.
Yeah. It was a tightening of the friendship screws.
Yes, correct.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, mate. I was there.
Yeah. You were there. Yeah, you're right. And you pair row 3, again, behind Kokonakis, behind Tedesco, behind Tugger Waugh. You pair that into a VIP package of some note. Now, typically what you'll find at an event, punters and dribblers, as we watch the Superbowl, go the Chiefs.
Oh, my Chiefs. Look at this. Just in time.
Did you order one?
Yep. Go the Chiefs. Go my Chiefs. Go my Chiefs. I might put this on.
You bought that for today?
I've always had it. This is my old jersey.
Are you going to wear that around, like during the week?
I'm a Chiefs guy, dude. Watch them lose now.
That'll fucking crack me up if you start wearing that around. That's huge on you, bro.
Good. Better than
What's that, a 4XL or something? Fucking hell, cunt. You're swimming in that thing. What size did you get?
I got Tobler to get it. I don't know what fucking size
It was just a double XL, but it's
Jesus Christ.
Dude, look at the shoulders, though. The shoulders still fill it out. God,
Not really.
God, I'm broad.
Not really.
Dude, look at that. The shoulders are hitting there. Look
No,
at that
look at all the sogginess up top.
Mate, who gives a shit? That's what you want.
I'm just saying you're swimming in the cunt.
You love it. Otherwise, they're tight, bro. You want me in a tight one? I've been in a tight jersey before, and I'm very
Is that a play load? It looks
self-conscious.
almost like you could slip the bloody pads into that thing.
Well, that's probably why they size them up a bit. Anyway, I look great.
Anyway, just more shit for the office. That'll end up in the fucking corner in about 4 hours. Just keep buying shit, Tobler. That's the go. We need more shit.
we've never
Let's just,
stopped.
you know what we should do? We should just see how much fucking shit it takes to fill this fucking office. With shit we don't need. Fucking great purchase.
Yeah.
What was that, $400? Righto. Fucking hell.
Mate, you just got us all limo for two people.
Well, that was good. At least we used the cunt.
This is mad. I look fucking great in it. Up the Chiefs.
Where was I? Anyway, VIP package. Like, there's just something about being able to nip off to your own fucking big area as well, by the way.
Oh, you mean
there.
you mean the VIP area?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, where they serve spirits.
And you can
that
just
area.
get spirits.
just the stiff stuff.
The on the rock stuff.
Yeah, you get rocked up. I was ready to go pretty early on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you were.
Yeah, yeah, you were. Yeah.
Yeah. One point I was losing it.
Yeah. At one point there was a gallow. Yeah.
Dude, speaking of that, because, I mean, obviously, I know we were talking about doing it right, and from top to bottom we did it right. We should probably thank the UFC.
Oh, of course.
It's probably appropriate to say thanks.
Big thank you to the UFC. In particular, our good friends over there, Pete, Adam,
Tatiana, Lucy, Dana.
Yet to meet Dana, but we thank him.
He was sitting with PVL, who we were meant to go over and say hello to and forgot.
I couldn't find him. I was scanning.
Okay.
I didn't want to fucking walk around like
I didn't want to.
chalk.
I felt like it would have almost been an imposition had we walked over and said hello.
Mate, if he was like close, I was going to do it. I was going to fucking do laps looking for PVL like a freak.
No, exactly. That would have looked silly. Anyway.
We were asked to go and say
We were
hello.
asked to go.
Yeah.
Which maybe makes it worse, so we didn't. Anyway. Thank you to the UFC. It was fucking awesome. And we'll release the tape later today. But
Yes, we will. We will release the tape later today.
I lost a scissor, paper, rock on
Wednesday night.
when we were hosting the open workouts of the UFC, which was also very fun. Thanks again for having us there with Kempy. I lose scissor, paper, rock between Eddie, and it's basically the loser has to try start an Aussie, oi, at the UFC, which I had been thinking about every day since I lost.
Obviously, Tom doesn't know how to beat me in scissor, paper, rock of consequence.
Nah.
When the chips are on the line, so to speak. So that was a huge win. And knowing, I'd actually forgotten about it until the day of, and I remembered, holy shit, Tom's going to get out there and belt out an Aussie, oi.
But we were also not in an Aussie, oi section. Like, we weren't, in terms of the movers and shakers area, it wasn't like boisterous Aussie chanting shit. Like, so I was surrounded by people who were just sort of, I guess, being reasonably well behaved. Do you know what? Like, not boisterous and shit. It's just the pressure. It was.
Listen,
it felt like I was around
you can
silence.
spin it however you want.
This isn't spin.
It was loud enough for the people.
How is that spin?
For the people in the house to get around it.
Oh no, I'm not trying to spin it like that. It was one of the great rejections in recent history in terms of no one getting around it. But I wasn't saying that because of the area, because it was loud enough for everyone.
That's what it sounded like.
No, what I'm saying is, if you're going to start one, ideally you'd want to be in with the punter who's just there, because they were popping off all around the joint.
Well, yeah, they were. Yeah, of course, you want to be with the punter, but I'd counter that with another truth. That imagine if Tugger had turned around and given you an oi, then that's life changing.
Of course, Tugger didn't.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
In fact, no one did.
No one did.
And when I say no one, I mean nobody.
Nobody. And it was like I could have just disappeared into my fucking chair. I was like, oh my God, get me out of here. Get me. And then Eddie's filming it and he's going, you got to fucking keep going. And I'm like, no, I don't.
Well, that's
didn't
all the boys.
reply.
All the boys around us started going. You need to go again. You have to have another crack.
I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm having another go. Because the problem was, it went the best it could have gone for a couple of reasons, because it's funnier when you get a massive rejection. But if people had started oi-ing back, I'd have to keep up. I'd have to keep singing. The rejection meant that it killed it quicker.
Yes, it did. But having said that, you were forced into doing it again anyway.
Yeah, later. But that was everyone got around me.
But everyone got around you. Those young hot cunts in front of us.
Yeah, those young hot. I don't know what they did, but they were just.
Well, I don't know what they did either, but they were fucking
blinged out, just young hot dudes.
Just young hot 21, 22-year-olds, just fucking running around being young and that.
Yeah.
One of them got behind you.
Yeah, it was like,
he actually stood up and it was nice. It was a nice moment.
Yeah, he goes, I'll back you.
Yeah,
this was later on in the day. After
yeah, it was. I told
around.
that cunt we'd send him merch.
Did you get any details?
He's going to email Toblo.
Okay.
As a thank you.
I'm happy to give him.
You know, because I think you need.
Does he ask him if he wants a Chiefs jersey?
Yeah, let's send him that. Get some fucking wear out of the cunt.
Say cunt again, mate.
No.
Okay.
He saw a broken Tommy Birmingham that probably needed a hug, and in lieu of that, some redemption.
Yeah, and I got it. But the video is fucking hilarious.
That'll be out later today.
Yep.
So, if you listen to this tonight or on Tuesday, it'll be out. Go and watch it.
Fights. Well, Eddie, Tobler, I'll ask you, because you're doing the ones and twos over there. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
How many bets do you reckon Eddie and I hit yesterday?
I'm going one.
One, you reckon?
One.
I reckon you hit one. There are a lot of upsets, but also ones that could have backed the underdog, especially who we spoke to last week, and they didn't do as well as we thought. So I'm going to go one.
We went 0-6.
0-6. 0-6. And not an insignificant amount of money was lost.
Well, we went 0-6, and we went 0-6, and some significant monies were placed on someone whose initials are JJ.
Jack Jenkins.
Yeah.
Who, look, a big fan of.
We're a big fan of Jack. Big fan of what he does.
He was a heavy underdog.
It was a $3 dog. We saw value.
He almost stopped him in the first round as well.
Yes, he did. It was a $3 dog. We saw value. He almost stops him in the first round. We almost get up and yip and yahoo. Doesn't turn out the way we want it to. Duplessis didn't win in the second round. Tatiana Suarez didn't.
Dude, I hate myself for that, because I did say that in the two-man limousine on the way out.
You did say that in the two-man.
I think that she will fucking... Everyone's got... It was almost like hype is maybe not the right word, because she's actually good, but everyone was getting on the hype train, and I was like, fuck. I think Wei Lee is the veteran, the dog.
Yeah, and she blew out to maybe a 280, 290 dog.
She beat the fuck out of her.
Yeah, I mean, in the two-man limousine...
In the two-man limo...
We should have seen that.
It's all well and good for me to say it. I wasn't strong enough. I didn't say we should do it.
No, you weren't.
We were wigged out by the odds. The odds are a bit fucking weird on Tatiana, so we were
Yeah, they were. Justin Tarfer didn't knock him out.
No, in fact, he got knocked out.
In fact, he got knocked out the first round.
That's tough.
So, and
Drickus didn't win round two.
No, he didn't. Who else did we have?
Thickness.
Slickness. He lost
to Taporia, and that was put on late. That was one that was like last minute. Let's get on it.
Did you have Kevin Jusue?
No, but he lost as well.
But we
actually missed Jusue. We actually missed Jusue. He was on the early prelims. The Frenchman, who seemingly a big fan of women. He didn't win, but we weren't on him. But if we were to, it would have been 0-7.
It would have been 0-7. So, listen, not great. We're also down. We're also down, and not insignificant amount of money in trying to win the jackpot.
Well, listen, that's nothing crazy. So don't get your knickers in a knot.
No, of course, and responsibly.
Of course,
responsibly,
mate. We're going to give it a breather for a bit and then come back.
Yeah, no, we need a breather. We need a breather because this, as we said, it's not an every week thing. It's
Fuck
just
no, it's absolutely not every week thing. It's when the mood strikes. We've been in there twice. We're down. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's fine. You move on. We've been hitting big bets lately, Tom and I, and it was only a matter of time. We have.
Oh, we did actually in the cricket, didn't we?
Yeah. It was only a matter of time before you take your licks.
Listen,
And we took
touchdown.
We took him in a big way in terms of going 0-6 yesterday.
Yes.
I mean, do we know what we're talking about when it comes to UFC? No, we don't.
No, we don't. But that's gambling
but
generally,
that's true,
right?
That's true of all sports.
That's gambling
Let me
generally.
tell you.
You just got to do it responsibly. You know you're probably going to fucking lose. Only bet what you're prepared to lose. And if you're like me and Eddie, you win some monsters. But then you also lose heaps. But monsters are hit.
Monsters are hit. They weren't hit yesterday. That's what we're saying.
Not hit yesterday. Oh, not a touchdown.
Now, the fights themselves were okay.
Okay.
They weren't great.
They weren't great.
They just weren't. I'm not going to sugarcoat
Well,
it.
there's no point pretending like a fucking...
I'm not going to sugarcoat it to the punter and the dribbler. They weren't great.
No.
Drickus just fucking bashed him, essentially.
His nose was broken. Sean's nose was so broken.
So broken.
That was gross to see.
Beyond, it rattled him too.
And he just kept squeezing it back into place. I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't watch
Leave
this.
it alone, bro.
I can't watch this.
There was so much blood
So much
from
blood.
what it looked like on TV. Anyway.
Oh, there was a lot of blood. There was a lot of blood, an insane amount of blood. But the fights weren't great.
But the vibe was fantastic.
The vibe was amazing. Shout out to Sydney for getting around it. I had a great day though.
Yeah.
I had a great.
It was so much fun.
Great day. I had so much fun. I love fucking going to the UFC. It was absolutely terrific. You're not always going to get the best fights of all time. It is what it is.
But if you can at least get a limousine there and back have VIP packages,
then Bob's your uncle. You're happy as Larry. The limo was heaving on the way back.
Yeah.
Heaving.
We picked some people up.
Oh, we picked some people up. That's putting it mildly. We had an extra 6 or 7, didn't we? Maybe 8?
Yeah, it was fucking shockers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An extra 6, I think we had.
Yeah.
Chock-a-block.
Shockers.
Boys were loving it.
Yeah. It was a great time.
Absolutely loving it. That's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it.
Especially leaving Homebush. As we've banged on about this at nauseum, punters and dribblers. Bit of a dump. Hard to get to. So if you're going to go do it in style, get the limo. I'm just a big fan of what the limo offers.
You tell what it offers, Eddie. It offers a big tray full of ice, some bubbles.
The bubbles were nice.
The bubbles was a nice touch.
Yeah.
Bit of whiskey.
But
boys.
you know what? That was just such a nice moment. We get in there after a big day of biffs, and the bubbly
Bubbles
gets
come
popped.
out.
It was so good.
It was so dribbling.
good, dude.
With our new best friend, Dylan Alcott.
Oh, one of the greats, still. Never met him before.
No,
Have
I've never
now.
met him before.
Yeah, he's a good cunt.
Him and the brown cardigan fellas, they came on. They popped
Oh,
on.
mate, it was a who's who.
Crouchy, Jesse, and Barty. It was
a who's
everyone.
Who's who?
Everyone in there.
Crouchy, obviously, just the hype man, just brings the energy.
Well,
one of the greats.
He's just one of the all-timers and was so enthusiastic about the biffs and everything to do with it. Like, he's been talking to us. Before, like, any UFC event, he's messaging us, like, a significant amount of time out before the event. Just been
yeah.
Let's get ready. Let's start getting ready now. How we getting there? How we getting back?
Yeah. He likes to know that we're in a great mood. You not honey dick's the wrong word. You throw him a curly one.
Because he was so pumped. I was like, mate, I'm not drinking.
In the morning, but like, I'm not drinking. He was, fair to say, he was rattled.
And he was like, that's not going to last, mate. That's not
3
paragraphs long. Like, oh, yeah, sure. He's like, remind me never to have 3 kids.
He was crushed. He was absolutely crushed. Because, again, the hype man, it's his job to bring the energy. And when he sees one of his brothers seemingly, prepared to play a shocker.
I had food poisoning the night before.
Nothing little Gemmo won't fix, mate.
No, and honestly, I had food poisoning. It was fucked. And I was like, there was a part of me that wasn't going to go. I was like, there's a world where I'm going to hit up Eddie and just tell him to like invite someone else, which in hindsight wouldn't have worked because you wouldn't have been able to get the tickets. You would have been stuck out there. That would have been fucking hilarious.
No, it wouldn't.
For me, it would have been. It would have been funny. But not for you because you would be out at home.
Were you seriously going to pull out? You're such a soft cock.
Bro, I didn't pull out. I was thinking about it because I was fucking sick as a dog. And then what did I do?
That's sick, though. Not when I saw you.
That's what I'm saying. I rose like a phoenix from the ashes, dude. I'm made of the right stuff. I got up off the toilet, put some pants on.
So why were you on the dunny?
Well, I ate whatever I'd had for dinner the night before. I had some ribs.
Dirty ribs, did
No,
you?
but they weren't. Dude, I've eaten from this place before. They're fucking amazing. It's like this 6-hour slow roast beef fucking whatever. And delicious. For whatever reason, though. Poor old Tommy Burns. And I know it was that because that was all I'd eaten all day.
So were you on the John all night?
I was on for a couple of hours.
Well, that's pretty standard for you. What's so different about that?
Well, not in the middle of the night.
I thought you were prone to. I thought you had a 3 a.m.
No, you know your diet's off when you're getting up to do poos. You know, like you should be. Poos are reserved for the daylight hours.
Well,
they should be.
Yeah, they should be.
They should be. Not this way. It was intense pain, dude. I was in so much pain. And I was holding. You were
just on the John going, why me?
Yeah, well, that was in Bondi the next day when I took the girls to the park. I'm like, why do good things happen to bad people? I've got the UFC today. And then I realised that, you know, maybe I do have some things to be thankful for and a little bit of an upset tummy.
Yep.
But I was upset. And I had Hazel's bath on my lap in case I was going to vomit so I could sit on the toilet. Do you know someone told me once ago I went to school with, he was like, we're talking about if you get food poisoning and you're coming out of both ends, what do you do? He said he prefers to vomit in the toilet and he just shits all over his legs.
Who said that?
I can't name him.
Quickly.
No, I'm not doing it.
Well, we went to uni with them.
No, high school. No, it's not. I want that on the public record. It is not who is a stand-up gentleman who does not shit all over the back of his legs. But I was dumbfounded. I was like, why would that be your option? Surely vomit on the floor or on yourself is better than shitting down the back of your legs. Anyway, people, sorry, it's a Monday. You got to listen to that. But anyway.
Christ, that's a lot.
I come and met you at the pub.
Yep.
Before we hopped into the two-man. Couple of jamos. Or one, and it just, I can't tell you how quickly it made me feel better.
Oh, it's powerful stuff.
It just took the edge straight away, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's get a bottle.
Yeah.
And off we went.
And off we went, like we left it in the two-man.
Yeah. Left
What
the
a
two-man,
setup.
Came back in an
What a
8-man.
setup.
Yeah.
There's only one way to get out there. And back.
Yeah, and back. I mean, you can, sure, trains will do it, but.
Or trains will do the job, but will you be drinking bubbly?
Yeah. Will you be drinking
with your new mate?
Dylan Alcott.
With your new mate. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. But again, big shout out to the UFC. Arabella, love you. I love your work.
Punters and dribblers,
Mums and daddies.
If you haven't had a Japanese lager, then you are a baddie.
Listen, it's taken the world by storm. Our song last week's taken the world by storm. People want us to turn it into a single to release to the masses. We said no because it's just for our friends.
It's just for our friends at 4 Pines. We're not trying to go out there and take this thing on the road, the show on the road, perform it live. We have been asked to perform it live. We will not be doing that.
No, it's for the audience and it's for Japanese lager specifically. That's all it's about.
That's
4
right.
Pines, obviously. Listen, I know there's plenty of you out there that still haven't tried this bad girl. Do yourself a favour, right? And look after your throat, look after your mouth. It's going to come when it gets poured in there, baby. I'm telling you right now.
Right now, get 6-packs, get slabs wherever you get your beers. How about Sebbo hitting that hole in one, the fucking prick?
I know. He's
on
good.
Camera.
50-1 challenge shorties. You and I have attempted it.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, that was early on in our golf journey. I think we'd probably be closer to getting in nowadays, you know?
You reckon?
Yeah.
And if we play as much as Sebbo.
That fucking gimp.
Yeah. No, great point. Yeah. Is that a shout out or just a recognition or just whatever?
Oh, I saw the video. I mean, it's a shout out for shorties, not for Sebbo. And for hackers. It's a shout out for hackers, but not for Sebbo.
No, not for Sebbo specifically.
No.
Absolutely not.
And, it doesn't count. Like, it's not. He gets 50 shots, like, it's still impressive. But it's not like his hole-in-one, which also doesn't count on the golf course where no one else saw it.
Well, that doesn't count.
No.
Because it was the only hole he wasn't filming.
Yeah.
The only shot he wasn't filming.
Correct. Anyway, Edward, a couple of things. I don't mind which order we get to them. Obviously, Australia won the cricket. We humped the fuck out of them. Smudge got another ton. He's now at 36. He's in the top 5, is it? Ton makers all time?
36 tons, 41 50s, Tom.
Yep.
I believe he's averaging 56.7 something.
70 in the first innings.
70 in the first innings. He's averaging more than Virat Kohli in Asia,
Yep.
which they're just horny stats.
Yeah.
Doesn't
He's
matter,
taken 200 catches.
doesn't matter which way you want to slice.
Who's taken
or
the most
dice it.
catches? Because is he number 2 all time? I don't know. But he is starting to rack up. Like, he's in the stage of his career where
I think
it's
he's
like
5th for catches.
stats stuff. He's racking them up.
Oh, he's racking them up in a big way.
He's fourth.
Fourth.
Who's
So-
taking the most?
Dravid.
Dravid. How many?
Dravid, 210. Then Root with 207.
Oh,
And Jayawadeen.
Joe Wardner.
Joe Wardner, 205. Then
Jarks,
Sully's on
how many's
200.
Jarks got?
205.
Catches.
Yeah.
Callis is a freak.
Oh, no, Callis is 200, sorry.
Sweet.
So, I mean,
But so he's got 36 tons. They're playing the Windies in a couple. I feel like that just got added. They're playing the Windies in a couple of months. Tests.
they are.
So he'll punch a couple more out there.
So let's do the maths, punters and dribblers. I think it's important. We've got the Test Championship at Lords against South Africa. We'll get a ton there. That gets to 37. He's looking like getting a couple in the West Indies. That gets him to 39. Then he's got 5 tests in the Ashes to get past punter. And we have 5 tests to get 41 to equal punter, 42 to go beyond him. And you start asking yourself, well, is he even going to retire at the end of the year? I don't think he is.
I mean, is there a world where Sachin starts looking over his shoulder?
50.
Sachin starts wigging out.
Is Sachin going to start, worrying about the man with the smudge face coming for the all-time record?
Yeah.
50 test tons, Tom.
51, actually.
51, thank you. Now, obviously, when someone gets to the age that Smudge has gotten to,
Yeah. What age is that? 35.
35, and seemingly he was all at sea and his eyes had abandoned him, Tom.
Yeah.
You start to go with the norm, and the norm is this old dog's not long for this world.
Yep.
Get on the blower to the vet, let's put him down sort of stuff. That's just what happens when old dogs start to lose the ability to walk. You start thinking about putting them down.
Yeah.
Now, on this occasion, it seems that God himself has chosen to extend the career of one Smudge Smith.
Well, clearly the Lord has.
I think the Lord's asked the Don to go back into him.
Look, it's either that or he just got laser.
Can we look into that? Has he had laser?
He had
Smudge?
laser surgery. Because they literally fucking shave a layer of skin off your eyeball. Or not skin, whatever the fuck it is.
Well, they put a fake lens in, mate.
Yeah, but I think they slice it. They slice it and then put something in. Or they slice it off.
So basically, his lens would have gone, right?
Yeah.
His lens was playing up.
Yeah, he had a
That's the
dodgy
lens
lens.
inside the eyeball, punters and dribblers. They've sliced it out and they've put in a fake one, which also prevents cataracts when you get a bit older. Now, he's not in cataract territory yet, but he won't. He will be soon enough.
He's approaching it.
So
He
it's
has
2
that.
birds, 1 stone sort of stuff. So he's got a fake lens in there and he can see again. And now he's back to scoring tons.
Carey gets a ton, which was nice to see. That's his second ton.
Almost a runnable ton.
Josh Inglis
about, close
had a
enough.
back spasm, and then Carey's like, well, fuck, this guy's breathing down my neck. I better score some runs.
Well, you know what I'm going to do, Tom?
Easy going on. Too much glare. Too much glare for today.
Yeah, right.
Easy
Put
going
them on. What do you do when you got a young pup breathing down your neck who scores a ton on debut, who's coming for your gig? What do? You go, you sit in the sheds, brah.
Yeah.
I'll go in at 5 and I'll knock out 140 odd or whatever it was.
150.
150. And just remind the young buck who's in charge.
Did we win by an innings again?
No. We won for 75 in the second dig.
Won by 9 wickets.
Yeah, right.
Travis Head got 20 odd, as is his right. Kawaja, Labra got 25 or something. Scored the winning runs. You know, putting his hand up for reselection.
Yeah, it's a tough one. That's a tough one.
But it's just...
They won't drop him.
No, probably not. I like winning, Tom.
I love winning, dude.
I think that's pretty much where we land to.
It's only our fourth ever sweep in Asia.
Correct.
That's pretty fucking
Which
awesome.
isn't enough.
No, but it sort of puts into at least like a bit of perspective the victory. It's impressive.
100%. Well, it's a super impressive victory. Like, you know, last time we went to Sri Lanka, did we lose 3-0? I think we might have.
3-0, was it?
I think the last series we played against them was held in Saudi Arabia. Tobler's looking this up, obviously. Or Abu Dhabi or whatever. And it was 1-1, but I think last time we were actually in Sri Lanka, I think we lost 3-0. I could be wrong. Again, Tobler's on the ones and twos. He's looking it up. What Tobler also needs to look up is when do we go to the West Indies, because I just want to start to prepare myself for more Test cricket. Is that around the corner? Is it later this year? Is it in a couple of months?
It's a couple of months, I think.
It was a drawn test last time we were there in 2022.
But was it held in Sri Lanka?
Yeah, at the same place.
Okay.
And then in 2016 was when they beat us 3-0.
Okay, thank you, mate.
And what was that next thing you wanted me to look up?
When they play the West Indies.
In the West Indies. Great year for Test cricket.
Look at this interception. Fucking hell.
So late June to mid-July.
June and mid-July. So 2025, the Lord of our, our Lord, the year of our Lord and Saviour, St. Peter V'landys, we get one test against India, then we get Sri Lanka, and we get the West Indies, and we get the Ashes. That's a good year.
That's a good year, mate.
That's a good 12 months, punters and dribblers.
No, that's a great year.
You got to be happy with that.
You got to be. If you're not.
So say that again, June, July.
Yeah.
And when's the World Test Championship? That'd be June, wouldn't it?
Or is it May? Just waiting on Tobler.
We're just waiting on Tobler. Yeah, there's no point rushing things.
No, mate.
Is there?
Not today.
There's no point rushing things.
June 11
June 11th.
to 15.
That's the day after.
So World Test Championship, and then what?
So about 2 weeks later after that, on like the 26th of June, is the first test in the Windies.
Nice. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, punters and dribblers.
I tell you what, Smudge likes being captain, doesn't he?
He does like being captain. What's he average as captain? Is it 70? Is that maybe what it is? His first innings was 70. I'm pretty sure that's what he averaged.
I think he averages 70 as captain as well. Something around there.
Yeah.
The guy's an absolute beast. He loves to slip into that coat, Tom.
Yeah, he does.
Into the blazer.
I was gonna say,
It's not a coat, is it? It's a blazer.
It's a blazer. He likes to slip into it.
But otherwise, I think everything was pretty good.
Everything's pretty good. I mean, I wasn't really that interested in when we were bowling, I'll be honest. It's just, it felt like we were just dominant, so dominant that it was like, what's the point here?
What's the point in playing?
Well, not what's the point in playing, but I just wasn't. I just
neat.
wanted to see bulk runs. That was sort of what I was gearing up for.
You're in the mood for runs.
I was in the mood for runs.
Yeah.
But now we've got the Champions Trophy, mate.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Which
Champions
I know
Trophy.
everyone's fucking pumped for.
When's that start?
Probably like 2 days from now. I don't know. They just roll.
The cricket
straight
calendar
Starts
is
next week.
next week.
Oh, the cricket calendar is so jammed. It is absurd.
Yeah. Jammed.
It is absolutely
Absurd. Anyway, we win
Well
again.
done, boys.
Another by-lats in the books.
Well, the Bilats was in the book last week.
Yeah, but it's just the end of the series, so it's another by-lats.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
books,
The Bilats is in the books.
The by-lats is in the books. Punters and dribblers, We're in February now, and you're holding on by the skin of your ball sacks to your New Year's resolutions and your good positive routines. Well, if you haven't got your good day going, now's the time to do it. 1 sachet a day into water, over 60 health benefits. It's just the easiest way to feel better fast.
You're dead right, Tom. It's a piece of rugby league piss. That's how easy it is. Now, we're going to hear from Aaron this week. 5 stars. A week into taking these multivitamins, and I'm impressed. Working as a tradie through these hot days can be tiring, but since taking Good Day, I've got way more energy, and those afternoon naps are no more. Highly recommend. I mean, Aaron gets it.
Yep.
Aaron gets it. And so do 1,036 other 5-star reviews. Yeah. That wasn't a slip of the tongue. That was a fact.
That's a
Over
shitload of
1,000
reviews.
5-star reviews. Find out for yourself. bigwoodhealth.com.au. Code Dribblers for 10% off. Pair with subscription for 20.
Now, Horngate. Rugby League, Vegas, Horngate. Who's blowing the horn? What are we doing with the horn? Who's blowing the horn? We spoke to some people at the UFC yesterday, some insiders. There's a couple of things actually before. Someone DM'd us or fucking put a comment up somewhere saying that
It was a comment on the YouTube.
That horn doesn't even get blown. They press a button.
I got to be honest with you. My whole respect for the horn has gone.
Well, it certainly sent an absolute earthquake through.
Well, it's not a horn.
Shane Keith Productions.
Well, it's not a horn, is it?
It's a digitalized.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's a digital sound.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not a horn at all. A horn you got to blow.
A horn you got to blow. Now, I got to say, though, dude, once I read that comment, unsubstantiated, unclarified, unverified, but that is the comment, I now kind of feel a bit silly because you can't just, not everyone can just step right up and blow a horn. There is some skill to blowing a horn.
How do you know?
Because I've blown a horn before.
What horn have you blown?
Well, mate, nothing of the substance of the Viking horn, or whatever the fuck they call it, but like a trumpet's a horn. You know what I mean? Like you got to fucking, your lips have got to be.
So you're saying a horn like that's not easy to blow? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. And I don't think that you could get the consistency of sound across every single blower that we've heard to date. The fact that...
Well, let's break this down. Let's break this down.
Let's buy a horn.
Let's spend some proper money.
Let's spend some real good money. Let's get a life size.
Let's get a horn.
Let's get a horn. We'll put it on the pool table.
Yeah. Let's just get a horn, Toddler. One that looks like the Viking horn, but it's smaller. And let's see how hard these things are to blow. I just think, right, that what you would get if you got a real horn that required blowing, and you could change the mouthpiece on it if you were germ phobic, right, is how long would it take you to practice that thing? You know, you're going for warm-ups. Maybe it takes you a couple of blows to get it right.
But if you're trying to get people to come in and blow the horn, you got to make this thing pretty seamless, don't you? It's got to be like, all right.
It's a huge honour.
Yeah, I know.
It's a huge honour. I think people would take it quite seriously.
Yeah, but I don't know whether you're necessarily going to have the time to come in and get practice in.
Are you telling me that club legend Billy Knowles, right, can't nip in there to GIO on a Thursday for a bit of pre-match blowing? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not saying that Billy Knowles, in between shifts, can't nip down to the old area wherever the thing's held, and give a couple of practice blows. Bill Knowles would do it.
Yeah, you know he would.
Well, Knowlesy would do it. That's what they used to say about Knowlesy.
Yeah,
Knowlesy would do it.
Knowlesy would do it. Yeah,
But-
it'd be like, it's like Eddie would go, but Knowlesy would do it.
Knowlesy would do it.
Yeah, because Knowlesy would do a job.
Bill Knowles.
Yeah.
Fucking oath he would.
The Bill Knowles.
The Bill Knowles.
45 games in the front row.
The Bill Knowles.
In the 70s, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd do it.
Oh, yeah, he'd do it all right. I think you're robbing him of a couple of games there as well. I think Knowlesy played a few more than that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, listen, I didn't include his fucking suburban work.
No. All that. Or his ill-fated stint with the Magpies.
Yeah.
Fucking
You just can never get that knee right.
he just never. Well, once it went, he was never the same. Never the same.
Billy Knowles.
Billy Knowles.
He can play on his day, though. It weren't many better.
He could play.
There weren't many better than
play,
Billy.
mate.
Oh,
yeah.
Billy Knowles.
Oh, Billy Knowles. Oh, Billy, Limpin' Bill, they call him now, isn't he? So fucked.
Yeah, he's still with us.
No, he's still with us, Bill. I think so. Yeah, you'll find him down there.
Yeah.
Limpin' Billy Knowles.
Limpin' Billy
Bill
Knowles.
was
You usually
Bill.
see him down having a couple off the wood.
No.
Down there at the clubhouse.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, be old Limpin' Billy Knowles. Anyway, you're telling me Billy Knowles isn't down there getting some fucking practice in?
Hey, listen, Limpin' Bill get down there, of course. Listen, of course. And I think maybe Limpin' Knowles, Billy Knowles, is the exception that proves the rule. I just don't know whether, if they're going for Trump, they're going for Dana, are they going to fucking limp down there and bloody give that thing a blow before the game? I don't know if they will.
Yeah.
I don't know if they will.
No, yeah, listen, you're probably right. And maybe I'm just I'm a dreamer.
Yeah,
Tom,
yeah,
you know?
you're a romantic.
I'm a romantic, and, I long for the days when the Viking horn was a horn.
You was a horn.
You know? Is it too much for me to long for the days when a horn was a horn, Tom?
Yeah, exactly. And when footy players were footy players, like old Bill Knowles.
Yeah. I mean, shit. That's where we've got to, isn't it?
This fucking
this
woke bullshit.
Yeah, this woke bullshit, These cunts wearing pink boots. Fucking fairies, mate. Fucking gel in there. What having a bit of boat polish?
Bit of brill cream and boot polish.
Bit of brill cream.
What the fuck's going on?
Bit of Danko rub.
Yeah,
Fuck.
fucking hell, mate. Those are the days. Now we got this fucking woke horn.
It's fucking woke horn. It's fucking fairy horn, mate.
I'm dying. Oh, shit, dude. It's fucking woke fairy horn.
I need to rebrand the cut. Nothing Viking about that horn.
No, mate. There's nothing Viking about that fucking horn. Oh. Oh, fuck me dead. Oh, that was fucking great.
Good stuff.
That was good. Oh, anyway.
Is that rugby league?
Yeah. Holy fuck, dude. That woke fucking horn. I mean, what's this? There's no way this 100-year-old woman is fucking able to blow on a real horn.
Well, get people down there that can. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Find someone that
If you can't blow the horn, then stiff shit.
Yeah, get off, blow or fucking get out of town.
Seriously.
How's this woman go? Oh, let's get some volume.
100-year-old Magdalene Silas has been a Raiders fan since day one back in 1982. Magdalene, over to
She's
you.
fucked, Bill.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
She, like... Can we just go back to
Raiders
that?
fan since day one
She
back
fucked up
in
that blow, didn't she?
1982. Magdalene, over to you.
Yeah, right.
Keep your hand up there, dog.
Yeah, keep your hand up.
Keep your hand over the woke horn.
Yeah, we've been lied to.
We've been
Punters and
we've
dribblers.
been lied to. The horn's not real.
It's not a horn.
And I tell you what, I tell you who's not going to blow that, Trump. Now that he knows he's not actually blowing it.
Oh, no.
He's not blowing a woke fucking horn, mate. There's just no way.
Yeah, not happening. But we are hearing, obviously Tom and I got the ear to the ground, we're hearing someone of substance is lined up.
Well, Dana said in the paper, this is what I thought was funny, was that he said to the NRL, he's like, listen, if you want to get Trump, you got to get him a gift. You're like, you got to woo him. And they're like, not just some lame fucking, you got to like get him a gift to wow him, to get rugby league on his radar. And the people we were speaking to yesterday, I said, well, I saw Dana said you got to get him a fucking gift. And they were like, yeah, well, we're going to get him one. Now, I don't know what the fuck you get Trump.
What do you get him?
What do you get Trump?
What do you get a 78, 80-year-old billionaire?
Yeah, I don't know what that would be that's going to make him go, I'll blow that fucking horn.
Is this?
So anyway.
I'll be honest with you. I'm fairly stumped.
Yeah, as to what you would get him.
As to what you would get him.
He wears the same clothes every day.
He wears a suit.
He wears a suit.
He wears a blue suit and a red tie generally. It's pretty much.
He fucking. What else? He likes golf. Do we get him a new set of clubs, some sticks? Does he need them?
I don't think I think he'd have the best in the business. He's
You
already
think
got.
so?
He owns a plane.
He owns a plane.
He owns huge houses. What would he need? He probably would need something that he's not aware of.
That's a good point, yeah. Not something that he could just get. We got to get him. So, like, maybe it's like, is it a money can't buy experience? Because then it's not about the dollar value. So it's like, do we get him like a fucking...
Or like a day on the hill.
Well, a day on the hill at fucking Arvo at Jamboree.
Yeah. Where he can control
Where he can control, where he likes to be in control.
Well, he's massively about that, being in control.
Yes.
So, an afternoon at Jamboree where he can control the action.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something.
It's something.
Whether or not he goes down there to blow the woke fairy horns.
I don't know.
We'll
if
press
he's-
the button on the woke fairy horns.
No,
a
that's
different
it. No,
story.
he's not. That's what it's rebranded to, the woke fairy horn.
100%.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm just like, I'm a little bit clueless as to what you're going to get the king of America. And I don't mean a king as in he basically is a king at this point.
Well, he's president.
Yes.
Yeah. He doesn't wear a crown.
No.
Doesn't wear funny clothes, like robes and shit, which I think's cool, by the way. But, there are...
You think robes are cool?
I think if you're king and you're getting around in those, like, pompous robes, it'd be cool. I wouldn't wear one down the street.
No.
I think you need to be a king to pull one off.
Well, you know what, dude? Are we kings of the studio?
Should we get robes?
Should we get Dude, let's get crowns. Tobler, after you get us a horn, can you get us a crown?
We'll need to vet them, though. I need to see what they look like.
Sure.
We've got some crowns and some robes and a mace. Supercharged Super Rugby kicks off Friday on Stan Sports, Edward.
That's right, Tom. Cancel your Valentine's Day plans, punters and dribblers, because this year you're going to fall in love with round one of the Super Rugby Pacific.
Superstar Joseph Suoli'i and his New Look Waratahs face off against the Highlanders on the opening night.
They do, Tom. Now, the grand final rematch between the Blues and the Chiefs will headline Saturday.
The only place to catch all the action ad-free live and on demand is on Stan Sports.
That's it. Add Stan Sport to your Stan subscription for just $15 a month.
Head to stan.com.au/sport now.
Yee!
Eddie,
Tom.
when we talk rugby union on the show, we now do it thanks to our good friends at Stan Sports.
Yeah, we do. Big fans of Stan.
Big fans of Stan. Rugby couldn't be hotter right now. And
Rugby's hot.
We're grateful to welcome them to the show officially.
Oh, yeah. It's a bloody great privilege to have them, Tom.
It's a great privilege to have them.
As we said last week, 2026, 2027 is the year of rugby union.
Yep. Correct.
It just is.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't matter which way you want to slice it or dice it.
That's right.
The Lions are out here first time in 12 years. That's not nothing.
Mate, they're like a comet, that team.
A bit of Haley's about
Bit
it.
of Haley's about the Lions, and it's comet season, and they're coming out. But you can catch every single game of the Super Rugby Pacific on Stan this season. Every game.
Every game?
Every single game.
Every single game.
Every single game.
So you don't miss a game?
You do not miss a game.
With Stan.
Do not miss a game of Super Rugby Pacific. Head to stan.com.au/sport now, punters and dribblers, because rugby is back. And this Friday, Waratahs are playing Ed, and we know who's going? Possibly us.
Possibly us. I've obviously got to get high level clearance with.
So do I. That's what
the
I need
wife.
to.
As you know, punters and dribblers, she's now entering the business weeks.
Fucking crazy, dude. Yeah.
The absolute business weeks.
Yeah.
It is a day by day proposition. Yep. It is a day by day situation that I find myself in. Yep. So although Tom and I would be there with bells on usually, there may be a baby coming out.
Correct.
So we'll have to just wait and see how the wife's feeling.
How that plays out remains to be seen. But the season kicks off this Friday.
If I'm not going, I'm watching on Stan.
Yes, correct. And mate, it's good to have them on board for starters. But you and I just very naturally, off the back of the fucking spring tour that the Wallabies went on, like everyone's just been starting to get a bit more rugby into them. You know what I mean? Like, it's just started to tickle the fancy more and more and more. And now with Suoliti over there, the Tars play Friday night, 7 p.m. I think the first game, though, what is it? Crusaders, Hurricanes, 5 p.m. But the Tars, Highlanders, 7:30.
Yep.
Fucking, they've got some good boys in that side now. Like, the Waratahs were shit last year. Let me just call it. I think they came last. But, mate,
only ways up sort of stuff.
Well,
Listen.
no, but like not just only ways up. They've got Suoliti, they got fucking Tongan Thor, they got Max Jorgensen, they've got, I think Kellaway's back in the side. Can you get the Waratahs side up, Tobler?
Suoliti pending clearance from a knee injury this
Yes,
Friday.
I know. That'd be a ball ache if he doesn't play. But I'm sure they'll just pretend like he is until kickoff, which I think is a smart thing to do. Keep me thinking he's
Keep me on your hook.
Yeah.
Keep me on your hook. Andrew Kellaway, good to see him.
Scott's boy. Angus Bell. Bell's got a bit about him.
Bunter
Bell. He was bunting everyone. Charlie Gamble responsibly.
Mate, I'm a big fan of Bell's work, dude. He's a tough cunt.
Did he captain Australia at one point?
You're asking the wrong bloke.
No, I know. I mean, listen, we're getting back into it. Darby Lancaster is the most rugby union name of all time.
Darby Lancaster, absolute pearler of a name.
Fergus Lee Warner. Can you keep scrolling down?
Fergus Lee Warner's got plenty of rugby union about that, Tom.
Yeah, Parecki has captained the Wallabies before.
Bang. Kid's fucking dialed. I think he's come down from the Reds then, has he? So we got a former Wallabies skip there now.
I like the new Waratahs jersey.
Oh, we got them. They sent us some.
Where's mine?
They're in here somewhere. Willie Burns is trying to steal them.
Well,
send more for the office if you can. Because Willie Burns keeps trying to fucking...
Let me have a gander at these things.
Grunter. Jack Grant. He's Motorino.
Thanks, mate. Oh, yeah.
And the hats, dude. The hats are sick. I've been rocking the fuck out of the hat.
I like getting sent stuff. 2XL.
Bang. Suoliti looks handsome as all fuck. Jake Gordon. Jake Gordon's a throbber. Look at the size. What's his name there? Is that L.A.? He's a centre. He looks fucking huge.
Lalakai
fuck out. I can't read it. It's too
Faketi.
Okay.
Look at you, Tarman.
Tarman. What's up? Shout out to Tarman. I'll tell you what, though, punters and dribblers.
Jerseys look dope.
Suoliti, if you didn't see him the other day showcasing the new Chars jersey in what I believe was promotional work for the entire Super Rugby competition, I think they had like players from each club down there taking some pics. He was head and shoulders the hottest bloke down there.
Yeah.
He just was. There's no denying it. Guy's absolutely delectable.
Oh, he is.
And it's not about looks necessarily, Tom.
Oh, listen, it's all about looks.
But you got to back it up.
Yeah, he backs it up.
You know?
Yeah.
You don't have to. You can just be hot and shit at playing, but I won't talk about it. Cheers.
No, you probably won't get on. We may not discuss you.
But if you're hot and you're good, like really good, then I'm into it.
Then I'm into it all the way in. I will say, and this is, listen, we're always honest here. The front of jersey sponsor, what does it look like to you?
NRI.
Right, but if you just look at it, like just glancing, I think it looks like NRL. And I just think it's pretty close to your major competitor. That's all I'd say.
That's what you'd say?
That's all I'd say. Otherwise,
what key takeaways with Tommy Burns?
key takeaways with Tommy Burns. Constructive feedback, Tommy Burns.
Yeah.
But all blue, again, just like that one colour is good.
As in the all blue with the
I'm talking about
navy.
I'm going back to just jersey. I'm sucking off the jersey now. Like obviously it's got dark navy trim like on the collar, but like just that nice one blue colour.
Yeah. It'd be good if we had Willie Burns here, resident
Rugby union horn bag. But he'd just try to get the jersey. So fuck him.
Shout out to Willie Burns.
Shout
I
out to
believe
Willie Burns.
moving today.
He is moving into his home, so...
I thought he'd moved in last year.
No,
that was just me.
No, that was an interim.
He moved into an interim.
An interim, halfway house of sorts.
Okay.
Now, Tars. That's as I said, 7:30 Friday on Stan, punters and dribblers. In other rugby news, which we continue to discuss thanks to our good friends at Stan, the fucking coach is gone.
Joe Schmidt.
Schmidt, dude.
Dude, that is...
Did you see, though, in the one...
Yes, I did.
The one post, it was like, Schmidt extends, Schmidt resigns.
It feels sometimes like it's, one step forward, two steps back with...
As I make my way down the winding track.
Yeah, with poor old rugby. Because everyone, no much more than ourselves, were pumped about where the Wallabies are at off the back of Joe's work.
Yeah.
I
liked Joe.
He got him believing again.
Yeah,
Tom.
we got me believing.
100%. We went over to Europe. We threw down.
Yeah.
We had a crack.
We
won some games.
We lost some games.
We
They
beat the
were close.
Poms. We turned on the nation. Everyone was frothing again. Yeah, we lost to Scotland. We went down close to Ireland, but we had a crack. And we got the nation toey again. And obviously Suoleti getting in there and getting it done was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
So there was an upswell in our fortunes.
Yes.
And then Joe Schmidt, for family reasons, has been like, I'm fucking off. Now, I get it. And that's fine.
Family reasons is fine. There's nothing about Joe.
But it doesn't mean it's not, bloody annoying.
So I think he signed until the end of the Lions and then he goes. Now.
That leaves a big, gaping,
festering hole.
A
glory hole.
A glory hole. But not one you'd put your penis in ahead of the World Cup next year where let's be honest, we need results.
We need to win it.
We need to win it.
I need to win the World
That's
Cup.
what I mean by results.
Yeah, no, we need to win
When
it.
I mean results, I mean winning Bill.
Yeah.
And that's it. Heaven forbid we don't get out of the pool like last time.
That's no. Those days are behind us. That's Eddie Jones. That's scumbag. That's all that was, man.
Yeah, that was. Now, I don't know if you were being fair income yesterday, but you were saying checker.
I was reading the Men's Women's Weekly, as I tend to do. I still like to buy the paper and read it like a civilised gentleman.
Like a gentleman.
And they were going through all the different candidates that they think could be next up. Dan McKellar, I think, who's the current Waratahs coach. Bernie Larkham, who I think is currently coaching the Brumbies. Couple other randos that I've not really fucking heard of from around the world. But one name, and the most credentialed of them all, and the one that stood out to me, Eddie, that made my little ears prick up, was Michael Checker. And I also saw it on a clip from Kickoffs and Kick-Ons, friends of the show. The incomparable Matt Giddo said he reckons maybe Checker. But I don't know whether he was just basing that on vibe or whether he'd heard. I can't remember. But Michael...
Well, he'd have his ears to the ground.
Well, of course he fucking would.
It's Matt Giddo we're talking about.
It's fucking Matt Giddo. But I personally, as someone who, is an expert on the game, played it my whole life.
Yeah.
I think Check's the man for the job.
Well, Check's been there, done it.
He seems like a coach that comes in with a new crop and then wears out his welcome, gets results, wears out his welcome, and then fucks off. Feels like a Michael Maguire. Like a
Yes,
Michael Maguire.
like a Michael Maguire.
And now you go, enough times past.
Maybe not a man for a long-term stint. But he gets in there and he gets results. You're absolutely right about that. He gets the monkey off the back for the Tars in, 2015? You can fact-check that. Then he wins, a rugby championship or a Tri-Nations. I can't remember which one it was at the time. Obviously, he didn't get us a bled, but we won the first game, I think, if memory serves, went over to New Zealand, I believe, to Eden Park and got pumped.
Listen, until they make that a 3-game series, we'll probably never win it again, let's be honest.
But we make a World Cup final.
Yeah. And
against the All Blacks. Against an all-time side.
Yeah, and Giddo got injured early. We would have won that fucking game. Folau was
sternum, I believe, a sternum injury.
It was an ankle.
Can't remember. Maybe you're right. His sternum was injured that World Cup.
He always had something on his sternum. He always had like padding there, from memory.
Because I remember when he scored the last try against England, he dived and checked out.
Get us some sternum padding, Tobler.
So he knows he can get results.
Yeah,
he can get results. There's absolutely no doubt about that.
He can get results.
He can get results. He can get the best out of the boys. He boys men.
Yeah.
And boys.
Oh,
Turns boys into men.
No, he turns boys into men. He can boy a boy into becoming a man.
That's right. So Schmidt, he'll get the job done against the Lions, maybe 2-1. That's a prediction early. And then Checker takes us to World Cup glory. Rights horrible wrongs. From 2015.
Yeah. He's left his post at Leicester or wherever the fuck he was in England. So he's back in Australia, it's almost like when two ex-lovers both break up with their new partners around the same time. You're like, oh.
Yeah. And you'd be like, I remember that.
Oh shit, this guy dicked me down real good. Yeah. We obviously grew apart. We wanted different things, and we weren't good for each other. No. But I haven't forgot the dicking.
Yeah. Well, I think about the dicking, obviously.
They were great times.
They were great times. He took me to Pound Town. You know what I mean? Couldn't walk the next day.
Yeah, saddle sore sort of stuff.
Saddle sore, Shout out to Lance Armstrong. Saddle sores. We get it.
Yeah.
Again, the Tars haven't won since. I don't think we've won a rugby championship since. We certainly haven't been 1 all in a Bledisloe since.
No. I don't think.
Well, listen, we haven't gone to Eden Park with him, and then he picked a weird side.
How many coaches have we had since? So
this will be the 5th in 6 years.
Checker, and then who's after? It didn't just go straight to fucking Dave Rennie. Who was before Dave Rennie? I can't remember these people.
Checker, Rennie, Jones, Schmidt.
So it went straight to fucking from Checker to Rennie. How long was Rennie coaching for?
3 years.
Really? Jesus Christ, it didn't feel like Rennie was around that long. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you?
Rennie was the Wallabies coach for 3 years.
From 2020 to 2023.
Yeah, COVID-y weird.
Yeah.
2 years of COVID there.
And so Schmidt's
It was
last...
just a weird time.
Schmidt's last game will be against the All Blacks in Perth on October 4. And then the first game for the new coach is going to be in Tokyo against Japan and Eddie Jones at the end of October.
Wow.
Ooh.
How did we go in 2019 World Cup?
Shit. Maybe a semi. Who won it, South Africa?
South Africa won, yeah.
I cannot believe that Dave Rennie was the coach for 3 years. That's fucking bonkers. But Checker, Rennie, I thought the whole thing with Rennie was like he got fucked around.
Well, he got sacked just before the World Cup.
Maybe that was it. It was just like give him a fucking crack.
He didn't get a World Cup.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
That's fucking bonkers.
2019 World Cup results, Tobler?
Australia came 3rd. Wait, no, hang on.
Wait, how much do you reckon fucking Tongan Thor weighs?
How much does he weigh?
How much?
How tall? He's not that too high.
Australia got knocked out in the quarters.
Okay. Who'd we lose to?
England.
That's right. England made...
Because then England beat New Zealand in the semis.
Yeah, England made the final. That's right. That was going to make me violently ill.
Yeah.
Thank God South Africa beat them. South Africa love beating England in World Cup finals. Tongan Thor, 120 kilos.
145.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. He was being interviewed in somewhere I was reading it, and it was like,
How tall is he? What are his
can
dimensions?
we get his dimensions, dude? He is a fucking God. I'd love to just put my hands on him, not in a sexual sense.
145 kilos.
Yeah. And he was like 150 when he was. The thing was like he was going bungee jumping in fucking New Zealand, and he was 5 kilos off the weight limit.
So he's just over 6 foot.
So he's not small, but 5 kilos off the you can't.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying, he's not like 6'6", you know.
No, exactly.
So weighing that much is insane.
Yeah. They put extra harnesses and ropes on the fucking thing.
Are you serious? Yeah. Wow. I probably wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it, and I'm not 140.
If they're needing to go get other ropes and stuff, and you're like near the weight limit, you just go, well, I might just sit this one out.
I've got a good life, you know. I don't. He's the second highest paid rugby player in Australia.
Fair enough.
After Suoli.
Well, no one's coming near him.
No.
He's on dumb money.
Yeah.
He's on dumb money.
Jorgensen's got a set of ears on him.
Huge ears. Look at them.
They're nice.
Shit, he'd be able to hear well, wouldn't he?
He'd probably hear us talking about him. He'd probably stop.
Yeah, good point.
Good player.
Can play.
Kid can play.
Can hear.
Oh, he can hear.
He can
play. He might be fucking touch quicker if you pin them back.
Yeah, that's right. Well, good luck to the boys. Friday night, 7:30.
Friday night, 7:30. What time are the other games on, the other Aussie teams? Because, listen, no disrespect to the Rebels, but I didn't give a shit about the Rebels. And
I never warmed to the Rebels.
I never warmed to the Rebels. I like the Force. I'm glad they came back and the Rebels went. The Rebels were just relax, you know. We don't need to have a team in every fucking corner of the country.
No, Brumbies are on Saturday, Arvo.
Brumbies are on Saturday, Arvo.
Against the Fijian Drua.
And I like the Fiji play. What time? Sorry, what time is that?
So that's at 2:35 p.m.
Yeah.
And then the Blues versus Chiefs at 5:05.
Blues versus Chiefs. That is not no Australian team.
No. And then it's Force and Moana Pacifica. So Western Force at 7:35.
And what about Reds?
They have the bye.
Okay.
They're playing Friday week.
Is James O'Connor still playing? He isn't, is he? What's he doing now?
I've got no idea what James is doing.
He hasn't retired, has he? Look at me. I'm just turning the rugby.
He plays as a back
on
with the Crusaders.
He's what? He's at the Crusaders.
Yep, they signed him at the in October at the end of last year for this
fucking oath. See, that's what I would like. I want more of that. That cross-pollination shit where it's like
go across the
Aussies
ditch.
playing or other team. I like that more. And I don't know if there's any reasons or rules that prohibit it. Maybe you got to live in Australia to play for the Wallabies, that sort of shit. But I don't know why it's not more like that.
I think it's probably to do with eligibility for your respective nations.
You fucking, geez, it feels like
I always thought it was you've got to spend time playing in Australia as opposed to spend time playing in the Super Championship.
Yeah, I know. It's just, you wonder whether, if that is the reason, surely you just go, listen, if you're playing Super Rugby, we don't give a fuck. You're all good. But, you can't go play for Japan, in Japan.
See, I would have thought that.
Because that'd just add another a level to it of, Dan Carter's playing for the Waratahs. That would have been sick.
100%. Didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen. He played for the Crusaders and fucked us to death for decades.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome on board, Stan. Rugby's back.
Love your work.
Eddie, Friday saw the return of Rugby League. Now, they're trial games, which I don't really care about, but I tell you what I did enjoy, the opportunity to punt again. It was
You
brilliant.
got that feeling back?
Well, I got the feeling back. I'm 0 from 1 to start the season because I had a Talakai anytime, $4. What I realised is that I can't do that anymore. I forget. You come back from an off season, you forget. Talakai doesn't score.
Talakai doesn't score. Hasn't scored in years.
And you could have followed along and seen that bad bet of mine on my Ned's profiles or in the About Even app. But what I realised is I need to remember that coming into the 2025 season of punting on Rugby League.
That's it. You got to start off slow, punters and dribblers, and you got to work yourself into a rhythm.
Yep.
That's how you do it, and the only place to do it is at Ned's. It's the best app in the business. Give them a try. 10 out of 10.
About Even coming back soon as well.
Yeah, giddy up for that.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website. I tell you what they could do with a grumpy coffee, the Chiefs.
100%. 24-0, not looking good.
No.
Listen, Tom Brady came back from 28-3, I believe. So
It's possible,
It's
but
possible.
right now I don't think so.
not looking good, bruv.
It's not looking good, bruv.
It's not looking good, bruv.
Oi, bruv.
Bruv, it's not looking good.
You need a grumpy coffee, bruv.
Bruv, not looking good, bruv.
You need to-
grumpycoffee.com.au. The only
Means-
way that Mahomes et al. Turning that frown upside down is to use the code Chiefs for 10% off at grumpycoffee.com.au. If you're a pod man, you can get them there. If you're a bean girl, you can get them there. Honestly, we're being fair income when we say, like, obviously we love Kempy and that, you know?
Obviously, we love Kempy and that.
But he's actually made a good brew, the big fella. Now, that may shock.
Well, just because it's Kempy.
Because it's Kempy, right? You don't know, like, but the man's about quality.
No, he is. He's a quality guy.
He's a quality guy who doesn't skimp on it. That's for sure. So go try it out if you haven't already. If you have, I know you'd be subscribed. I know that to be true.
You'd
so
know
use
that, right?
use Chiefs, 10% off. Get after it. Yep.
Matt Lodge re-signs with Manly. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't.
Yep.
I thought his services were not required.
Yeah, well, basically, from the way I read it, it's like Manly were like, we're going to pay you this. And he's like, I think I deserve more. And they're like, see you, bro. And then he's gone out, and they're like, no one wants him. And he's like, all right, but you still got that deal?
And they're like, yep.
Yeah, come on.
So he's getting paid absolutely fuck all.
It's like when you are a little kid and you threaten your parents you're going to run away and you pack a bag and you go and you sit in the fucking garden for like a couple of hours and then you just come back inside
Yep.
once you had time to cool down.
Yep. Basically, you go, if you don't give me that cornetto in the fridge,
I'm running away.
I'm running away. And they go, sweet.
Fuck
and then
off
you
then.
go sit in the garden. You might have a bit of a cry.
Yeah.
And then you come back inside and you don't get the cornetto.
You still don't get the corner.
Yeah, of course you don't. That's Matt Lodge.
Yeah. Just shut up and get back in here. But he's now like doing some boxing. So apparently that's part of his deal. He's allowed to do some boxing. And I think he's labouring.
What's some no limit stuff?
I don't know. Don't know if it's a no limit gig.
So he needs to labour?
Yeah.
He'd be on 120 grand though.
150, I think.
150?
Well, he's probably might be paying off some fucking, you know what I mean?
Some debts?
Well, not debts. I mean, like, you might have a mortgage or some shit. Like he was on good money.
Mortgage is a debt.
Well, but the way you said debts was like it was a fucking, like he had someone standing over him.
Right. He just wanted to clear that up.
Well, because I obviously realised that a mortgage is a debt, but you're like, ooh, you were like making it sound like
I was just making it sound a bit more sultry than
you
it
were
was.
making it sound very salacious, and I'm like, it might just be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I'm with you.
Yeah,
he's
he's in the extended squad playing for reserve grade and then will work on a building site 3 days a week.
Yeah. Having worked on a building site myself as an unskilled labourer, I know what Matt can expect
Yep.
on the job site, assuming he's unskilled. A lot of sweeping, bit of shovel work, dustbin,
Yep.
dustpan,
Yep.
you know,
Yep. All those fun things.
all the fun stuff. But then you get to come play rugby league football for the Manly Seagulls. And I'm assuming we'll make our top 30 because he was good last year. I was annoyed we were getting rid of him, to be honest.
Yeah, so was I.
A lot of Cornetto rhetoric kicking him out in the garden, but like I'd give him the Cornettos personally.
Well,
I'm happy we don't have to.
listen, as it turned out, you know, sometimes holding your line,
Yeah.
calling the bluff, as it were.
Yeah.
Listen, it's just about managing the salary cap, Tom. You know that better than anyone.
I do. Better than anyone.
You know that better than anyone, mate. And, you know, when salary cap pressures, you know, are there, you've got to acknowledge them and you've got to deal with them. And,
Yeah.
and the easiest way to do that is to tell old mate, you can't have a cornetto, fuck off. Go to the job site. Playing for Manly's the honour. That's the glory.
Yeah,
that's the payment.
Yeah.
The payment lies in, you know, draping yourself in maroon every week.
Yeah.
The white and maroon of the mighty Manly Seagulls, you know?
That's right.
Going out there and playing for rings, for glory, for beaches, for babes.
But mate, you think about our forward road. Like that's now Paseka,
Mount.
Paseka, Takiaho,
Toff.
Jake.
Yep.
Oh no, probably 13.
He can play up front if required.
Aloye.
Josh
Aloye.
Yeah.
Like, we've got a fair few big thickies to rotate through, and they aren't all going to make it, let me tell you.
No, they
Back
won't.
Back
fence Brown.
Yeah.
Look, we've got some men now. We've got some troops, which is warming the hearts
Yeah.
and the minds of the punter and the dribbler.
Yeah. Couple of big thickies here, bro.
Our pack's pretty good.
Yeah.
Got a pretty good pack now.
Pretty good pack.
Pretty good pack now. You win the comp with that pack.
You can win the fucking oath can. Jazz Tavanga, I don't know if he's a bit more of a hooker, but like he's a big boy, big body.
Yeah.
You can win the comp with that pack, man. Okay.
Could you two just not talk anymore?